When you put a bunch of hearts together, there is a greater capacity to spread love and kindness in our communities and in our world. That was the motivation behind something very beautiful that began in Snohomish. Janet Bacon is the co-founder of that very beautiful thing and our special guest today on Spirit 105.3.
Tell us about 100 women who care about Snohomish County.
It's just a great idea. So we started a group in Snohomish County in April of 2019, and the concept is super simple. You know, if I give $100 to a nonprofit, that's great, but if 100 of us give $100, that's $10,000. So the impact is huge.
The idea is so simple and it has such a huge impact. How did this start?
It started in 2006, so it's not unique to us. When a woman wanted to buy cribs for babies, and she invited 100 of her friends to each give $100. Well, since then, that's evolved, and there's groups all over the country, but we're not really, it's not a franchise or anything. Everybody kind of does their own thing. So we started out by just inviting some friends, and this is a really cool thing because since we started, we've given over $120,000 in our community.
Wow.
And it's a really simple, heartfelt way to make a difference.
Amazing. Janet, who has been on the receiving end of your kindness and generosity?
I can tell you we've given to all sorts of nonprofits. We've given to Faith Food Bank. We've done Homage Senior Center. The money they used was to help with female head of household do home repairs. I mean, we've got a whole list of nonprofits.
I mean, that's got to make you feel good.
It's great. It feels really good that we've been able to make a huge impact in our community with just powerful, caring women who are willing to give $100.
It's always amazing to me about how beautiful things can happen when we just come together. So, Janet, what is your favorite story that has come out of this so far?
The one that popped into my mind is the very first group that we gave to, Faith Food Bank. They were barely off their feet. They had just started, and they told us that they needed to get a commercial freezer for the meat. So we raised over $10,000 in our first giving circle. And this is such a cool thing because one of our members approached the head of the Faith Food Bank and said, so tell me what that freezer looks like. And she said, send me a picture. So she did. And this woman got together with her friends and they bought the freezer for them.
Oh.
So they additionally had more than $10,000 from us. So they bought a refrigerator then. And then the same woman said, you know what? I have my grandfather's van that nobody drives. I'm going to give you that van. And she gave her the van. If you see the van around town, it says, thank you, 100 women who care about Snohomish County. And then in addition to that, we've had people go to the food bank and paint the interior. They volunteer there. And because of that, they've given out more than 1 million meals. They have really just done really good work. And it's kind of the ripple effect of kindness.
I love it. And most recently, you guys were working with Food for Thought. Tell us a little bit about that.
I love that group as well. I love all the groups, but I really had no idea. You know, I'm retired and kind of away from the schools and the children, and I just had no idea that there are kids that leave school on Friday and they don't have food till Monday. In just Marysville has 243 on this particular day of homeless kids. And that's just wrong. That's just wrong in the United States of America that these kids are hungry. So this program, they call them backpacks, but they really give bags of food for the kids to cover them for nutritional eating over the weekend, which is fabulous. And we were able to give them $15,100. And then the Richard Schultz Foundation, they own a Best Buy, and they added $5,000 to our donation.
Oh.
And so we were able to give them $20,100, which is, it makes my heart so happy. And, you know, I will continue to support them just personally, and I know other people will as well, because these kids, they're our future. We got to get them nutritional food. You know, I just really think it's, you know, a basic need that we really have, you know, a desire and we have an opportunity to give.
Wow. Kindness has a way of snowballing. I'm curious, Janet, have your friendships deepened with the women who you give with and work with?
So when we started our group, I maybe knew 20 of the women, maybe, and I have developed relationships and friendships with so many of these women because I call it like-hearted women. And it's really true. You know, you can say like-minded, and we are, but we want to help, and we can leverage that. And that's also wonderful to hear from other groups in the area that maybe are not our recipient. And I've made some friendships with those people that run those nonprofits because there's needs out there and we're like-hearted. I mean, that's just what I would say. And we have the opportunity and the means to be able to help.
Oh, you are just wonderful, Janet. We're fans.
Thank you so much, Janet.
Well, I'm a fan of the program just because it's fabulous.